I'm interested in a male that's coming in, and I don't mind another a woman as well. And there's another man, and then I feel like there's a lot of female energy. So it's interesting the energy coming in. So when I feel this man, he wants to tell you that he loves you. When I feel him, there's something to do with you feeling guilty or that you can't do enough for him. And that you couldn't fix him or save him, and he feels like he wants you to let go, that it's all right, and that he loves you. He kind of just said, "I wish I said I loved you more," or said it. So I think he was a doing man than a saying man with his feelings. He seems private about his feelings and his emotions, or wanting to close off a little bit. There's a man.
I'm sorry, I'm going to cry.
That's okay. Let the words come. Let them come. No judgment. Let them come. It's just love. And he wants to tell you you're the love of his life, and that you were everything to him. He kind of. I just heard him say, "I wish I didn't work so much." So I don't know if that's.
Oh my God.
And then I heard him just say, "I'm sorry for the mess I've left in the room. A mess." Things untidied, papers, his things. I think he's quite scattered and there's a lot of things everywhere. Is that right about him or not?
Oh my goodness, that is so spot on. That is so spot on.
There's something about his writing or something. You keep looking at words he's written on the paper or something. Is there some like a notebook or a pad that he had and he's written things down and you keep looking at it? Mean anything or not?
Correct. He was always writing me love notes, and I've got a bracelet with his handwritten love Lyle on it.
Okay. It's just showing his writing. He says his writing to you and his words written mean everything. So as long as you know what that means, yeah. You know what I'm hearing? Have I told you lately that I love you? There's no one else above. You fill my world with gladness. You take away all my sadness. Ease my troubles. That's what you do. But I don't mind the Van Morrison version of that, not the Rod Stewart version of that. But anyway, he's just showing me that in the song for you as his love coming in. I did musical and had a band and stuff for years, and the music comes through a lot for me. So I feel like he's stubborn, and he said he wished he did more about himself at least 4 years ago. So, and I'm not listening, and I'm like, I won't go to the doctor unless I'm dying, you know. So I feel like he wants to say sorry, and he wished he did more because he would have had more time with you. If you don't mind me being personal, a few things about his body. You know, these are memories. It's not what he is now. Okay, these are memories. Did he ever complain about going to the toilet or, you know, dizzy, can't stand up or feeling dizzy or lightheaded?
Yes, there was an episode of that just before the day before he passed. There was an episode of that. I'm
very dizzy. It's almost like I've got vertigo or something, you know, with him. So he's just showing physicality. There was definitely something to do with an operation prior, though. Is that right? That's right, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And then he's showing me something to do with an operation or something to do with that. So I know he's, you know, there's lots of poking and prodding and he's in and out. I feel like he's showing me it was a bit hectic and there was lots of things happening. I keep looking, he keeps showing me like blood tests and looking at his blood a lot. So there must have been lots of blood tests and stuff.
Okay,
and was there for a while confusion about what was going on with him, and they couldn't quite pinpoint it at first for some time, and if they got it sooner,
a little bit. But what happened? Yes, he did end up with a melanoma on his arm, which was after the fact. After all the other goings on, they found this melanoma, and I think that was, you know, he could see that. I could see the look on his face. It really set him back. He was such a positive, happy man. So always full of life and.
Yeah. Oh, bless him. Yeah. Honestly, he's lovely. He's a lovely man. And he I'm getting this impression anyway. There's weight coming off him. I feel like I'm sick. I feel
Yes.
like it's spreading all through me. Like when the spirit shows me there's something to do internally with the blood and everything, they kind of show me the whole body lying flat,
Oh, right, okay.
and so that's how that's how he shows me, the feelings here. So he's now, were you with him and had gone away, or is it someone else that wasn't there at the end to be by his side? Is there
Yes.
any guilt? Had he
Yeah,
been? Is that right?
yeah, he sent me home at 2 a.m. in the morning, and I finally gave in. I said, okay, and I'll be back. I'll be back in a few hours to see you again.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
called me to make sure I got home safe,
yeah,
and I
yeah,
didn't make it back
yeah.
before he passed.
He just wants you to know it's all right, sweetheart. I didn't want you to. I didn't want you to see me that way at the end. Remember me strong cognitive. I don't want you to. Didn't want you to see me gasping for air. That kind of thing at the end.
Okay.
So this is his way of sneaking out the back door. Bit proud man, and not wanting you to worry as much as you had been. So he's trying to. This is how humble he is. He's trying to make sure you're okay, even though he's the one who's going. So it's beautiful. He's lovely. I don't. Is it Liesel? I mean anything?
Lyle. Lyle was
Lyle.
his name. Everyone called him Liesel, but his name was Lyle. Yes.
Okay. Okay, I don't mind that around him. Would he have known a William, or connecting to a Bill around him? Uncle William, Uncle Bill, and I don't mind a John or Uncle John or a Johnny mean anything around him.
There's oh my goodness. My
Uncle
brother-in-law, John.
Okay. There's definitely a John or Johnny there. And he showed me a beer, so he must have liked having a drink or a beer or two. This Johnny.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he's there toasting you as well. This man. He's okay. There might have been weight off him, and I felt like stomach stuff with him. But anyway, he's okay, and also in the company of your lovely man here.
Wow.
Is there anything to do with a curl of hair or a piece of his hair that you've kept at all for you? Have you cut or kept a piece of your partner's hair or not? Mean anything?
No, he didn't have any hair. He had little bits around the side. But it's funny you should say that, because my first husband, I kept a lock of his hair. Even though we were divorced, he passed, I kept a lock of his hair for our son.
Oh. Okay. Oh, because I'm interested in a lock of hair, and it felt like it went to him or a partner. Okay. Yeah. There's something about a curl of hair and touching it, or it's sentimental, but I feel like it belonged to a man in the spirit world here.
That's amazing.
But they know about it. There'd be love to this boy anyway, and I feel like there's love to tell him I love him, and I wish I said it to him more when I was alive. So there's definitely that aspect as well. In spirit, am I right about your even your ex-partner having issues with his father, or not always together in life, and his father had gone to spirit before him?
Yes.
And whether he was a difficult or hard man. Do you know about that?
Yeah, he was. His dad was a difficult man. He was closer to his mum than his dad.
Yeah, okay. Well, I just feel like this man in spirit with him there, and they're making up for lost time, and there's something about building a better relationship with each other, because they definitely didn't have it when they were both on their own.
Wow.
And he just wants you to know that I'm making up with my dad after a long time.
Wow.
And there's this, and he said, really, just because I had a bad relationship with my dad doesn't make it right that I have a bad relationship with you and my son,
Right. Wow.
And he just said, if I could live differently with what I know now, I would. And I just need you both to know that sorry's not enough, but I'm learning since I've crossed over about it all and in my life. But I love you and always will. and if I could live differently, I would. But I can't turn back time yet. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd give back all the words I said that hurt you and you'd stay. If I could reach the stars, I'd give all to you. You know, so there's this whole big impression. But please take his love. He's all right. Were you heavily involved, please, in care around your mum? Were you involved around care for her? I can't hear.
No.
I can't hear properly out of one ear, or there's something to do with hearing that might have been a.
Oh, mum was deaf for many years, many decades.
I can't hear out my ears. Did your mum's, from what you know, do you know if she suffered from like urinary infections or was private about it?
Yeah, mum had urinary infections and kidney issues.
I've got lots of problems down there anyway with her and the hearing. She kind of said that she loves you, but I think she's a strong-willed woman, right?
Yes.
Like, am I right that she wore the pants and Dad was a lovely man and just worshipped her, or not?
To a degree, yes.
Yeah, to a degree. Okay. Yeah. And it wasn't in the paper for anything, or significant article in the paper about him mean anything, or for what he did it?
Oh, he broke some vertebrae in his spine, and we've never been able to find the article in the paper. We've gone through Trove and through history, but we've never been able to find the article. We were trying to find it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He worked in the railway at the time.
Oh, well, that's the next thing. I kept seeing trains around him.
Yes.
And it looked like a little mini train set at first, but then it went into a big thing, you know.
Love trains. Love them.
Yeah. Do you know if there's photos of him with the train, next to trains, or going to an old train museum and having any memories of that? And you know, there's pictures of like a few trains that might be side by side. And a picture mean anything?
Yes. Oh, look. There's none that really jump out at me. I don't recall a scene like that, but like I was 12 when he passed.
Okay, it's a while ago.
Very sudden. So many years of, plus since then. But I've never, of course, you never forget your parents, and
well, it feels like your mum, like, honestly, am I right in saying that she really didn't love another man after your dad, or not?
Oh, absolutely not. No.
Yeah.
She said there was only the one man for her.
Yeah, I felt like that, and I just got the energy when she crossed over. She was so happy to be with him again, you know.
Yes.
Just feels that she wants you to know that she's all right and she's with the love of her life, and she's okay. Was her hair quite wave or have a wave in it?
Yes, absolutely. She had a lovely wave in her hair.
Does a pearl necklace, clip-on earrings mean anything?
Yes, pearl necklace, clip-on. She was always wearing a necklace of pearls and earrings.
Yeah. I don't mind something that might have aquamarine or a stone in the earring. Maybe some little diamantes. It looks a little bit like it could be like, you know, costume jewelry though, but it's clip-on.
Yes, that would be mum. Yeah, costume jewelry.
Sensitive about her ears and stuff. I just saw a cameo brooch. Would you have
like Queen? Cameo brooch. Yes, I don't know what happened to that.
Wow. And any coins mean anything to your dad? Some old coins he had.
He can collect.
Two up, the pennies.
A lot of coins. Yes.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Oh yes, 2 up.
The 2 up pennies in the 2 up slipper, you know.
Yeah.
I think it was like a novelty thing. I don't know if it doesn't feel like he played it a lot, you know.
No, it was more a novelty thing. He was more a collector of 50-cent pieces and shillings and 20-cent pieces. And,
yeah. Okay. There might be some of them still around, feels like
there is. I've got them, yeah.
And would he have also connected to, in his time, a Robert who's a Bob, or knowing a Bobby or a Bob?
Oh, yeah, Robbie was born on Dad's anniversary. of his death. 2 years later. The first grandson in the family.
He's acknowledging a boy anyway. That's significant.
Oh, wow.